A lot of parents and kids are feeling anxious about what the new school year holds. Our friends at Pine Rest offer some insights on how to manage these uncertain times.
Here at Pine Rest, we're seeing an increase of just families and individuals just struggling with dealing with the pandemic and just kind of unknowns of how to manage those symptoms surrounding the pandemic. Just a lot of fear about the future and just how to handle not seeing loved ones, not seeing friends and family just on a daily basis. And so it creates a lot of just depression and anxiety about those fears, just overall in general of life and an uncertainty that's going on right now. Not only are kids feeling stress about what's happening for the future. So like what's going to happen this fall when they go back to school, and as schools are preparing, they're uncertain about like, are we going back to school in person? Are we going back to school virtually? And the uncertainties about how well do I do in each setting, to my parents are struggling because they've had to change how they do work, to they're missing how they handle their seeing their grandparents. And there's just so many different levels of how families are dealing with the pandemic. And then the uncertainty of when does this end, that is really impacting families overall. And I think people want to do what's best for their kids. Well, they want to do what's best for their elderly. They want to do best for what's, people who are at risk. And so they're trying to manage all the information the best that they can, but indirectly it creates a level of anxiety overall. I think a lot of people are doing some really healthy things, just trying things that maybe you didn't do before. So, our family has really enjoyed fishing this summer, and you can do that in a way that's more isolative, that you don't involve other people. And I think it's really trying to think of what can you do that does pique some new interests that maybe you didn't explore before. And some things don't have to be involving money. And so that may be things like taking up hiking, finding new places to travel to on Lake Michigan that don't involve other people. I think you can go on adventures that really do help your family to get out and explore places that maybe you didn't get to before. Here at Pine Rest, we have our contact center that's open 24 hours a day, that has clinicians available to talk to you about the options and services that we have at Pine Rest. We have different levels of care, is what we call them, from doing outpatient therapy services to we have our partial programs, which are day treatment programs, to inpatient programs. So depending on what your family needs, we have different options available for your family members.